𝗪𝗓𝗓. Yes. Hmm. Ah, I am Cyntia
Hello, Cyntia.
from the Sirian species, as you would call us. We are from a place far away. However, I have come to give you some news about this changing season. There is new energy for the earth at this time. It appears that you have been given new energy through the different artifacts left by different species on your planet, such as the pyramids and the Stonehenge. And the different things are now emitting a new kind of energy throughout your world. It is going to be a new energy of change and awakening for those that come near to those objects. They will not be the same after they leave, but they may not understand it at first. But it is going to be a wonderful thing because the ascension is happening in a new phase with the new phases of the sun, stars, and planets. So this energy will be almost seemingly primitive. Let me explain that. The primitive energy, not that it is negative, but basic, and it will cause you to be grounded in a better way. It will also excite many of you in some ways, perhaps even sexually. But do not worry about that. It is come so that those who are active in the fourth dimension can ground even better and move up through that dimension of third into the fourth and bring more energy and information to yourself. This is a personal time. This is not a time for that energy to be spoken of or shared with necessarily. That is not necessarily the reason for it. But it is an energy that will ground you and make you happier in your third dimensional space. Bring an energy to the third dimensional outlook with a fourth dimensional view. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is a great time because the spring is a special time for many of the creatures of the universe, the species, the spirits, and therefore this is why it is aligned at this time that this energy should come forth. There are also smaller landmarks and things left behind by other species that will be activated. Machu Picchu, places of great power, will also be giving this grounding special energy to people who are there, not only to those with fourth dimensional activations, but also to those who are just curious and are ready to start a kind of awakening within themselves. They will find their stimulated thought patterns and stimulated body systems to be interested in what is happening there. And most people that visit these particular landmarks are those who are interested in the extraterrestrial, interested in the magic that they hold, interested in the energy that is not from the earth entirely. Do you understand? And so therefore, those people that go to these many landmarks around your world will be feeling and sensing a new vibration and a new awakening. And as some have said earlier, yes, this will help the ascension to move forward. Their negativity will be grounded, and their positivity will also be grounded. And so they will be able to share more of who they are in the third dimension, pulled through to the fourth. Of course, some of them are not aware of the fourth dimension yet, but it will be a time of exploration for the human within. This is a great time because this needs to happen with the human race. The human within must be examined. The human within must be purified. And you can purify in many ways. And this will help you to see the shadow energies. It will give you the freedom to understand that right and wrong exist together. And it is a perception that some things are wrong when they are right, and some things are right when they are wrong. But you must understand the vibration that goes out from these things. That is what is important. What comes out from you. If what comes out from you is negative, then that must be changed. If what comes out from you is positive, then that must be purified. Do you understand? And many of you understand. I wish I could speak it in a more understandable way. But I think that you understand now that there's a great purification coming from within for many of you. I believe 𝗪𝗡𝗧𝗡𝗧 speaks to Kim about this internal purification.
Yes, Jim. My most recent channel is with regard to this exact subject. I will be making it public tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I apologize, I didn't use the correct name, but it's lovely to have you with us.
Thank you. Names are not important at this point, because who I am is for you. I am a servant, and you call me what you will, and I love that you give me a name. Speak to me as you will, and my name for you may be different as well. It might be a purer name for you, but you should not worry about what you are called, but why you are called. Yes.
Interesting.
So what's the best way for us to, in practical terms, to implement what you were speaking of?
I would say to find one of these artifacts and go to it. But there are many, even in the United States where you live, There are many artifacts of different species. There are places such as Arizona, which has many, many vortexes that were left there by species before you. I cannot locate one at the moment because I am so far from you, but I know of them.
In terms of purifying ourselves.
Yes, there are ways to purify the self. You have been given many ways, actually, through Shell and others, to purify yourself from what they call shadow energies. Review those, and you will have an idea of what those things within you are that need to come out. But right now I must go. The message was that there is a new energy here on Earth. Of course, you do not have to go to these particular landmarks to feel the result of them, because it will be apparent that they come, that there is something emitting from them from long distances. But it will be very strong close by them. I bid you a good day.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Before I
so much
go,
for visiting.
is there any more questions before I go?
I'd like to ask about the relevance of the recent, well, yesterday's total eclipse also being a full new moon. How does
Yes.
this relate to your message?
The equinox is of great power and significance. It brings a sign, if you will, of the energy that has been released. The alignment is purposeful and is a message to all species in your solar system. Not only to those on Earth, but the alignment goes far beyond an eclipse. There's an energy that happens with an eclipse that does not happen any other time. And the reason for that is because so many are focused on it. There's so much focus that it can communicate easily with your people when you are focusing on it. And that energy was released to you from it and to the landmarks and throughout the solar system in one great burst. There was a central spot for that, which was Stonehenge. Stonehenge being the oldest of the relics that have great energy on your world. And so, therefore, the pyramids and Stonehenge had the greatest power emittance at this time. And there, when you see, if you were at Stonehenge at the moment of the eclipse, there would have been a very big emotional emittance among the crowd. They would have felt it deeply.
Thank you. Sabrina?
If there's no other words, then I shall go.
So the only thing I was going to ask is, did this start already, or is there a
Yes,
particular time? Okay.
it started with the eclipse. I'm glad you mentioned it. It came at a perfect time for the release of this energy on the solstice, a sign of change and a sign of new energy, all together, which does not happen often, as you know. It is already affecting many people. And the energy in this room has been amplified just with the knowledge of it. Yes. Good day.
Good day. Thank you for coming.
Namaste.
Soak in the energy. Soak it in. Let it fall on you. Let it soak in through you. Julia.